Hey there, Heather. Hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Stone Cold Hockey qualification for the 32 team tournament. And we have a massive move. Because the 22 Blues won, I decided to do the team that beat the Blues were the 22 Colorado Avalanche in the playoffs. So I decided to do the Avalanche side of things. And well, it's been huge and all that, but yeah. So only 7 Quebec/Colorado teams are in this thing. The early ones, 65, 68, 71, and 75, they were, well, there was one WHA team, but I don't do WHA, so. Anyway, so the 3 Quebec teams and the 4 Colorado teams are going to face each other. And this is random, unseeded randomization. The 2012 Avalanche are in the semifinals. The others have to face each other. So we might see Colorado take care of Quebec 3 times, or Quebec take care of Colorado 3 times. Who knows? But anyway, 06 Avs against the 94 Avs, Nordiques, and Quebec Gagné 4. We say Gagné Purdue Budai, Quebec Boo Clola Point, Rich Sutter, Ian Fraser, a Chris Lindbergh. Colorado goals by Ian LaPerriere and Andrew Burnett. Second match, the 84 Nordiques, Gagné 4. Dan Bouchard, Gagné, Pavel Francouz, Purdue. Boo de Nordique, Andre Savard, Alain Cote, Tony McKegney, and Peter Stachny. Colorado goals by Mikko Rantanen and Evan Rodriguez. 91 Quebec, can they do the Quebec triple? The answer is no. They lose 4-0. Tugnut gets shut out by Darcy Kemper. Cale Makar, why did I call him Cole Makar? Cale Makar with a pair of goals. Devin Tays and Mikko Rantanen with the other goals, singles. So anyway, game 2, the 84 Nordiques lose 4-3 as Keith Kincaid beats Clinton Larchuk. 84 Nordiques had goals by Peter Stachny, Luke Paymont, and Alain Cote. Colorado goes by Valery Nikushin, Nathan McKinnon, Andrew Cugliano, and JT Comfort. 91 Nordiques in their game 2 lose overtime 5-4. Kemper beats Tugnut. 91 squad, Joe Sakic, Kit Miller, Matt Sundin, and Sean Anderson scoring. The 22 Avalanche, Nazem Kadri, Kitchener, Valery Nikushin, Gabriel Landeskog, Kitchener, Devin Tays, and Andre Burakovsky on the power play after Joe Sorella was called for holding from Nicola Aube-Kubo. So it's 2-0 for the 22 Avalanche. The 94 Nordiques lose game 2, 6-5. Budai beats Vise. The 94 squad, LaPointe, Sakic, Kamensky and Mike Ricci. The 06 squad, Laxton, LaPerriere, Jean-Michael Lyles, Pierre Turgeon, Corey McCormick, and Brad Richardson. Can the 22 Avalanche go up 3-0 in their series? They will. 7-4. Annanen took care of Tugnut. The 91 squad, Sakic, Gusarov, Sundin, and Sakic. The goal scorers, the Avalanche, Aube-Kubo, Burakovsky, Makar, Kadri, Kitchener, Comfort, Aube-Kubo, and Makar. Makar's, when he scores in bunches. Colorado, Quebec, game 3. The 94 squad wins 5-2. Vise, Gagné, Theodore Perdue, Colorado, Boo de Brad May, and Alex Tanguay. Quebec, Boo, Matt Sundin, Scott Young, Joe Sakic, Mike Ricci, and Matt Sundin, Deuxième de Leger. The 84 Nordiques, Gagné 4-5. Dan Bouchard, Gagné, Alex Georgiev, Purdue. Boo de Colorado, Nathan McKinnon, Valery Nikushin, Devin Tays, and Evan Rodriguez. Make Quebec. Un 4 Boo, Andre Savard, to the chapeau, Paul Gillis, and Tony McKegney. Will the 22 Avalanche sweep? The answer is yes, 5-1. Well, the 91 Nordiques were just terrible. Kemper beats Vise. The 91 Nordiques, McKegney scored. But the 22 team, Mikko Rantanen, Devin Tays, Valery Nikushin, Andre Burakovsky, Cale Makar doing the job. 94 Quebec will win 5-4 en prolongation. P.C. Gagne Theodore Perdue. Colorado was up 3-0. Tanguay second Will Perrier, but Quebec made it to Basson and Scott Young. Colorado made it 4-2 Johnny Miles. Scott Young and Chris Lindbergh tied it up, and then in overtime it was Scott Young getting his hat-trick goal. The other game 4 sees the 84 Nordiques are up 4-2. Bouchard beats Georgiev. 84 squad, Marion Stastny, Peter Stastny, and Bo Berglund. With the goals, Colorado goals by Bowen Byron and Alex Newhook. You'll be kind of noticing that the 22 Avalanche, I say Kitchener for Kadri and Landeskog, but I don't say Kitchener for the 23 squad because Kadri left Colorado and Landeskog was on injury reserve for the whole year, meaning he couldn't play. Will Quebec win 2 out of the 3 little mini-series? The 06 Avalanche say not yet. 4-3 in overtime. Budai beats Jacques Cloutier. 06 Avalanche goals by Joe Sakic, Alex Tanguay, and Patrice Brisebois. 94 Ian Fraser, Feli Kamenski, Matt Sandin, but in overtime on the power play after Stephen Finn got in trouble for boarding. 2-minute penalty. Merrick Spattles is your hero. The 84 Nordiques. Nope, they won't finish it off. They lose in overtime. Georgiev beats Bouchard. Colorado goes by Nieto, and Nate McKinnon. Power play going overtime from Sam Girard and J. Humphrey. Quebec's goals were by Anton Stastny with 2 and Pat Price. Game 6 is 84 Nordiques. They win 4-2 on the road. Bouchard beats Georgiev. Colorado goes by Renton and Nieto, but J.F. Sauve, Rick LaPointe, I guess, Tony McKegney, and Dale Hunter. Ooh, I hate that name. A passion. 94 Nordiques will lose 4-1. We have a game 7. Budai beats Bissé. Sundin scored for the Quebec team. Colorado, Laxton and Burnett, Hayduke, and Brad May. Did the 94 Nordiques blow a 3-1 series lead? The answer is yes, they did. Budai takes down Thibault. Quebec goes by Sakic, Ricci, and Kovalenko. Colorado goes by LaPerriere, Lyles, Blake, Konowalchuk, and Sakic. So there will be only one Quebec team in. That's the 84 team. They face the 22 Avalanche who won the Stanley Cup. 2012 will take on 2006. So that would be huge. Quebec, first game. Purdue 5-3. Bouchard, Purdue, Gagne, Darcy Kemper. Quebec, Boo, Louis Slager, Michel Goulet, and Anton Stastny. Colorado goals, Cale Makar, his 6th. Landeskog, Kitchener, his 2nd. Makar, his 7th. And then Landeskog again, his 3rd. And then Nazem Kadri, double Kitchener, with his 3rd. So you do all that. 12 versus 6. And the 06 squad leads 3-2. Theodore takes down Farlimov. 06 squad, 3 goals. Brett Clark, Joe Sakic, and Milan Hayduke. The 2012 team that got injured with a bye. Matt Oliver and Milan Hayduke. Those goals. Game 2 of 12 versus 6. And the 2012 team wins in overtime. Farlimov beat Theodore. The 06 squad was up 2-0. Laxton and Sakic, but then Paul Stastny and Ryan O'Reilly scored. And then, oh yeah, Kitchener. Gabe Landeskog 2-1 in overtime from O'Reilly and Steve Downey. Kitchener. Yes, Steve Downey was a Kitchener Ranger. Quebec won 4-2 as Mario Gosselin, first time I think I've heard of, beat Darcy Kemper. Quebec goal by Will Paymont with 2 Andre Savard and Jean-Francois Sauvé. Colorado goes by Nate McKinnon and Andre Burakovsky. Game 3 on Quebec. Quebec gagne 6-5 en la prolongation. Bouchard, Gagne, Kemper, Purdue, Colorado, Ale 4-0. Wow. Gagne 4-0 de 25 minutes. Obekubo, McKinnon, Helm, et Lekkonen. Quebec, 5 buts. Anton Stastny, 3e. 3 buts. Andre Savard et Michel Goulet. Colorado, égalité de Cale Makar, 8e de Kadri. Et prolongation, Louis Slager, Dale Hunter, 6-5 Quebec. Meanwhile, the 06 squad wins 4-1 as Theodore takes down Farlimov. 2012 had Hayduke score. But the 06 squad also had Hayduke score twice, McLean and Tangai. 06 Colorado will take a 3-1 series lead. Theodore takes down Farlumov. J.O. Lyles, Brett McLean, and Joe Sakic scoring for that team. 2012, Stastny and Hayda. Quebec. Purdue, 3-2 de prolongation. Kempfer, Gagné, Bouchard, Purdue. Boo de Quebec, Bo Berglund, and Michel Goulet. Dansum Kadri, Boo de Colorado, Kitchener. Et Josh Manson, Albelo Prolongation, 7 minutes. Nathan McKinnon and Boo, Le 6 par Dansum Kadri. Game 5 of that day, Quebec. 7-2, they crushed the 20 squad. Bouchard beats Frank Coors. Colorado goes by Burakovsky and Logan O'Connor. Quebec goes by J.F. Sauve, Peter Stastny, Anton Stastny, Michel Goulet, Tony McKechnie, Michel Goulet, his second, and Dale Hunter again. Meanwhile, the 06 Avalanche don't close out the series. They lose 5-2 as Farlumov takes down Theodore. The 06 squad had Tangay and Spatel score. Colorado goes by Davy Jones, Paul Stastny, Gabe Landeskog, Kitchener, Matt Duchesne, and Chuck Kobusu. Game 6, did the 06 Avalanche win? Yes, they did, 7-2. So they're in the final. Budai takes down Farlumov. The 2012 squad had Duchesne and O'Reilly score, but the 06 squad had McLean, Lyles, Tanguay, Sakic, Brisebois, and Leperriere, your heroes. Now, does Quebec win in Game 6 on home ice? No, they don't. They lose 4-1 as Frank Coors beats Malarchuk. The 22 squad has Rantanen, McKinnon, Newhook, and Helm with the goals, while Marion Stastny scored for Quebec. So, will it be Quebec versus Colorado, or will it be two Colorado teams? It will be Colorado. And the 22 team that won the Stanley Cup beats Quebec 4-2. Frank Coors beats Bouchard. Van Boxmeer and Andre Savard scored, but no Quebec-based teams in. Colorado goes by Sam Girard, David Tays, Logan O'Connor, and Devin Tays again. So it's 22 Colorado versus 06 Colorado. The 2006 squad, Peter Budaj, 5-1. Keep putting him in the net. Jose Theodore not so well. A 7-6 game series. Sakic with 16 points. Alexander with 14. No former Kitchener Rangers on this squad. The 22 squad has 2. Kadri and Landeskog. Darcy Kemper 5-2. Frank Coors 2-1. Annanen 1-0. But yeah, a sweep in the 7-game series. Kadri with 16 points. McCarr with 14. Burakovsky with 12. So I think you know that the 22 squad is kind of who I'm cheering for because of the Kitchener Rangers. And this would be the 4th straight time that a franchise has a winner from 2022. Columbus, Minnesota, and St. Louis has had that. If the 22 team wins, then the second team in this video will be Tampa Bay. If the 06 Avalanche win, then I believe I will go with the Minnesota/Dallas Stars. Yeah, I'll go with those guys. It's either Tampa or Dallas. Here we go. Game 1 of the finals saw the 06 Avalanche win 5-1. Budaj beats Kemper. 22 O'Connor scored, but Vato, Sakic, Laxton, and Leperriere were the goal scorers. Game 2 sees the 22 team win in overtime. Kemper beats Theodore. 06 Avalanche, Sakic, Lyles, Spatos, and Leperriere. The 22 squad, Burakovsky, McKinnon, McCarr, and McKinnon in regulation. In overtime, it was Rantanen from Kadri and Comfer at 123. Game 3 sees the 22 squad win 4-3. I mean, they are Stanley Cup champs. Kemper beats Budaj. The 06 squad, Pierre Turgeon scoring 2 goals, Sakic with his 10th. But Kitchener's, Landeskog scored, and then O'Connor, Nikushin, and then the winning goal by Kitchener's Nazem Kadri. Game 4 saw the 22 squad win 6-1. Kemper beats Budaj. The only goal for the 06 squad, Tanguay his 8th. Colorado, Nathan McKinnon, then 2 by Sam Girard, and then Nazem Kadri, Kitchener, JT Comfort, and Nathan McKinnon. So it looks like I'm going to have another Kitchener Ranger or 2. And not that. 06 wins 4-1. Budaj beats Kemper. Newhook scored, but Svatos, Loperia, Sakic, and Hayduk were the heroes. Game 6 sees the series go to the 22 Avalanche, who were the Stanley Cup champions, and will probably get a good seed because of that. So that means Tampa will be coming into the video next, the 10th team involved. Well, 12th team, because Seattle and Vegas already have acclamation, but the 22 squad wins. Vancouver beats Kulzanik. 06 Avalanche had goals by Tanguay, Hayduk, and Lyles. And they were up 3-1, but they choked it. Helm, Nikushin, Eric Johnson, Burakovsky, and Nikushin were the heroes for the 22 Avalanche, and both Kadri and Landeskog, former Kitchener Rangers, will be in. So that's the third team that has a Kitchener Ranger connection. The 75 Flyers and the 23 Sabres have the other one. Well, the 75 Flyers have Bill Barber. The 23 Sabres have Jeff Skinner. If you must know. All right, so we finished that. New playoffs. And it will be the Tampa bracket. Tampa tourney. Oops, get rid of that. Bracket. I don't know why that. So Tampa will have 5 teams in it. The 91 squad was. The 91 squad, no. There was no 91 Tampa squad. So you have the 94 squad in their third year in the league. 2006 that they did okay. 2012, 2022 when they lost the Stanley Cup final to those pesky Avalanche, and the 23 squad that fell to Leafs in the first round. And I couldn't have been happier. So the 94 squad will play the 22 squad. 12, 23, and 06 are in the semifinals. So the preliminary round, first game says the 22 squad went 5-1. Arnefeld beats Wendell Young, Kitchener. 94 Tampa, Brian Bradley. Guess who? Kitchener. Yep. Russ Colton with a goal. Corey Perry with 2 goals. Under Alex Barr-Boulet and Steven Stamkos were the goal scorers. Game 2 saw the 4-1 for the 22 team. Brian Elliott, who shares a birthday with me, April 9, 1985, beat Pat Jablonski. 94 Avalanche, Chris Joseph scored, but Tampa, Stamkos with 2, Pat Maroon, and Andre Palat. Did I say Pat Falloon? Whoopsies. 22 Tampa wins game 3 easily 4-0. Puba gets shut out by Vasilevsky. Killorn, Hagel, Palat, and Stamkos are your goal scorers. Wait, Vasilevsky didn't play games 1 or 2? He didn't. Huh. That's unusual. Anyway, game 4. Did they sweep? No. Pupa beats Elliott. The 94 squad, Todd Berglund and Danton Cole. Stamkos scored his 5th, but it was not a sweep. There's a 2-1 overtime win as Elliott takes down Darren Pupa. Overtime heroics by Anthony Cirelli. Stamkos got his 6th. Klima scored for the 94 squad. So the 22 squad now takes on the 23 squad. Kind of appropriate, having one of those teams in the finals. Against 12 or 06. The 23 squad wins. Elliott beats Vasilevsky. I didn't know Elliott played for the 23 squad. So the 23 squad, Killorn, Point, Colton, and Hagel. Bagel. 22 squad, Hedman, Killorn, Perry. Game 1 of the other series, the 2012 squad wins 4-3. Rolly, the goalie. Rollison beats Johnny Graham. 2012 goals by Stamkos, Lecavier, Stamkos, and Nick Thompson. 016 Boyle, Modine, and Avanasenkov. Anyway, game 2 for Tampa. The 2012 squad wins again 2-1. Tokarski, fuck that guy, beats John Graham. Stamkos and Lecavier for the 2012 squad. 2006, Lecavier scored. But yeah, of course, if you don't remember why I hate Dustin Tokarski so much, is that he was the goalie for the 2008 Spokane Chiefs that won the Memorial Cup on Kitchener Ranger ice in the Memorial Cup final against the Rangers. The 23 squad wins 5-2. Vasilevsky beats Elliott. 23 squad, Maroon, Paul, Radish, Hagel, and Perbix. 22 squad, Stamkos and Colton. Game 3 sees the 23 squad win. They're now up 3-0. Elliott versus Elliott. Stamkos is 8th for the 22 squad, but they're down 3-0. And the 06 squad wins 4-3 to cut the deficit down. Graham beats Rollison. 06 got Fedotenko at 2. Prospol and Fedotenko. 2012, Malone, Stamkos, and Stamkos. Did the 23 Lightning get the sweep? No, they didn't. They lose in overtime. Vasilevsky beats Vasilevsky, with Bear Boulay being the guy with the goal. The other game 4 saw the 06 team tie the series up 4-3. Sean Burke in net against Dwayne Rollison. 06 squad, Ryan Craig, Rob DeMaio, Brad Richards, and Freddie Modine. The 2012 squad, Nick Thompson, Marc-Andre Bergeron, and Martin St. Louis. Game 5 saw the 2012 team keep all the home teams winning. Tokarski beats Graham, boo that guy. Purcell, Gervais, Thompson, and Bergeron in regulation for the 12 squad. The 06 squad, MSL, Avanasenko, Richards, and Modine. But in overtime, it was MSL from Stamkos. And the 22 squad wins in overtime. Vasilevsky wins. Braden Point, the hero for the 22 squad, as they force game 6. 2012 team loses 6-4 to the 06 squad. Burke beats Rollison. 06 team, Sarich, Richards, MSL, Prospol, Boyle, and Fedotenko. 2012 squad, Ryan Malone, Adam Hall, and Vinny Lecavalier. 23 Tampa, third time's a charm. They win 5-3. Vasilevsky wins over his counterpart. So the 23 Lightning beat the 22 squad that won the Stanley Cup. Game 7, who do they face? They'll face the 06 squad, winning 6-3. Burke beats Rollison. 2012 had Stamkos with a hat trick for 8, but that's not enough. As the 06 team wins, Lecavalier, Richards, Artukin, Boyle, Fedotenko. So it's the 23 squad and the 06 squad battling toe-to-toe. 23 squad lost in the first round to the Toronto Maple Leafs. If the 23 win, then Toronto will be the headliner in the 6th video. And you'll see 11 things. Elliott's 2-0. You got to put him in the net. Vasilevsky may be 2-2, but Brian Elliott's 2-0. Braden Point and Nikita Kucherov both have 9 points. The 06 squad, Sean Burke is a perfect 3-for-3. You got to put him in the net. Brad Richards had 14 points in that series. So you got to go for it. And no Kitchener Rangers involved, in case you want to know. Game 1 of the Tampa Finals sees the 23 squad win en prolongation. If 06 Tampa wins, then I'm going to go with, I think I'll go with Atlanta/Winnipeg to lead off the 6th video. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Elliott beats Graham in overtime. 23 squad, Hagel and Colton. Craig and Richards in regulation, but in overtime, Killorn from Sergeyev and Hagel. Game 2 sees the 06 squad win in overtime of their own. Graham beats Vasilevsky. 23 squad, Killorn with 2 goals to rally with the other one. But Fedotenko, Modine, and Richards scoring. Tie it, and then Richards from Lecavalier and Modine win the game for the 06 squad 4-3. So 1-1, game 3s. Sees the 23 squad win 2-1. Vasilevsky beats Burke. Braden Point with 2 goals. He's got 9. Modine's got his 5th for the 06 squad. The 06 squad wins 4-3 to force a game 6 at the very least. Burke beats Vasilevsky. 23 squad was up 3-0. Point, Hagel, and Point. So it looked good for the Lightning, but somehow they choked it. Lecavalier, Kubin, and Richards in regulation, and in overtime at 16:51. Fedotenko from Lecavalier and Boyle. Game 5. So the 23 squad win 5-3. Vasilevsky beats Coleman. Didn't know that he existed for the Lightning. The 06 squad, Richards, Modine, and Boyle with the goals, but Colton, Hagel, Point, Hagel with those goals. Braden Point just putting on those numbers. And did the 23 Tampa Bay Lightning win? The answer is yes, they did. So the 23 Lightning, who went out in the first round, they are going to go be Tampa representative, winning 5-3. So Elliott beats Graham. So guess what that means? It means Toronto will lead off the next video. Yep, that's big. Hagel with 2 goals. Stamkos final scoring for the 23 squad. Alex Killorn and Nate. And then Braden Point with his 14th. Fedotenko, St. Louis, and Millie for the 06 squad. But the 23 squad beat the 22 squad that won the Stanley Cup. Did they go through the preliminary round? Or no? No, that was the 22 squad. Okay, but the 23 Lightning are in the playoff, are in the thing, and Toronto will lead off the sixth video for now. So that's all I've got. Eddie Howe and Jeff Diamond to do.